If you're eager to get a grip on your finances and feel more confident about your money, these 10 practical steps can help you level up. Number 1, embrace some discomfort. Sometimes to make massive future progress, you have to take a step back. Let's say you're eyeing that dream house but struggling to save up for it. Consider cutting down on your current housing expenses. That might mean moving back in with your parents or getting a roommate or two. Slashing your housing costs could give your down payment fund a serious boost. The point is to allow a little discomfort so you can achieve a greater goal. Number 2, block out the negativity. Ignore the naysayers. These people are good at killing good vibes. Their negativity can mess with your head and make you doubt your financial potential. They might even project their own money issues onto you. So don't let them hold you back. Whether it's investing, starting a business, or going back to school, don't let the haters keep you stuck. Don't let these people make you believe you can't. They're just trying to keep you in your comfort zone, and that's a dream killer. Number 3, be deliberate with your choices. Being present and grounded with every decision in your life is actually a good thing, especially when anxiety tries to creep in. You get to own your every choice and live in the moment. Now, this is different from living for the moment. When people live for the moment instead of being intentional with their choices, they throw caution to the wind and act without thinking about the consequences. And most times, this leads to impulsive actions they regret later. But when you're intentional with your choices, you're in control. And sometimes control might be in the form of delayed gratification, hitting pause on instant pleasure and waiting for what you really want. Now, this isn't easy, but when you choose to put that extra $100 into your IRA instead of spending it, what you're saying is that you prioritize your future self more than the temporary pleasure those dollars would give you right now. Being deliberate helps you weigh the pros and cons and decide if that quick thrill is really worth putting your long-term goals on the line. This is how wealth is built. Number 4, stop thinking you need a lot of money to invest. Contrary to what a lot of people think, you don't need a mountain of cash to start investing. Sure, some investments might require a decent chunk up front, but that's not the only choice in town. There are plenty of low-cost options out there that let you dip your toes into investing without breaking the bank. So if you've been holding off on investing until your bank account hits a certain number, it's time to change that mindset. Start with whatever spare change you can scrape together and build from there. Set aside as much cash as you can to give your investments a solid foundation. Consider putting your savings in an online high-yield savings account, especially accounts that don't come with an ATM card. That extra step of having to transfer funds before you can access them can go a long way with curbing impulsive buying. As for investing, slow and steady wins the race. Start with $50, and as you make more money, increase how much you're contributing to your accounts. Let compound interest become your best friend. Number 5, stop trying to keep up appearances. Ditch the whole trying to look rich act. It's a losing game. Thanks to social media, you'll always see people driving flashy cars, rocking designer threads, and heading out on extravagant vacations. But if you could peek into their bank account, you'd be surprised. So don't go broke trying to keep up appearances. You're only shooting yourself in the foot. Recognize and push back against financial peer pressure. It can sneak up on you in all sorts of ways, from subtle hints to outright demands to spend money you don't have. If you find yourself in that situation, it might be time to fly solo. After all, the person egging you on probably won't be there to bail you out when the bills come due. Make sure to own your own money decisions. Be clear about your goals and unapologetically take steps that benefit your wallet. Whether it's sticking to your frugal ways or saying no to co-signing or lending money, do what's right for you, not what's expected by others. Number 6, review your past financial targets. Take time to review your past money goals. If you didn't quite nail those financial targets from last year, don't just brush them under the rug and start from scratch. Take a moment to dig into why things didn't pan out. Be self-aware. Once you pinpoint what went sideways, you can adjust your approach and smash those goals next time around. If you've been putting off this review session, it's time to stop with the financial procrastination. It's a slippery slope. Whether you're avoiding facing a money mess or feeling stuck without a solution, procrastination is the enemy of progress. It can show up in many ways, like ignoring credit card debt, skipping out on retirement savings, or playing a game of chicken with your bills. Procrastination keeps you stuck in neutral. So park yourself down, map out where you want to go, and then get cracking on a plan of action. Number 7, have those money discussions with your partner. Make it a habit to set aside time for regular money talks with your partner, so both of you can get on the same page and be open about your finances. During these sit-downs, you can tackle all sorts of financial matters like reviewing your budget, adjusting your spending plan, tracking your progress on goals, and hashing out any money worries you might have. Plus, it's a chance to simplify and streamline your financial setup. Discussions about money are never easy, but the journey to financial freedom can be significantly calmer with a partner who is going the same direction as you. Regular check-ins allow you both to check your financial compass to ensure you're still heading in a direction or gives you the opportunity to deliberately pause and adjust. Number 8, be prepared for financial setbacks. Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs when you least expect it. Maybe you had your sights set on a cool vacation this year, but then reality swoops in and shakes things up. Suddenly, the AC in your car goes out and you live in one of the hottest areas of the country, so you have to fix it. $2,000 down the drain. It's tempting to throw in the towel when setbacks hit, but that's the last thing you should do. Setbacks can be a real downer and they're not always avoidable, but you're not defeated just because you stumble along the way. The real defeat comes when you stay down and refuse to get back up. So dust yourself off, learn from the setback, and be sure to get back on track. Number 9, curb spontaneous purchases. One of the biggest killers of wealth is unnecessary, impulsive spending. And if you're one of the 54% of Americans who impulsively spends $100 whenever you go out, it may be time to take a hard look at curbing it. One thing you can do is to split up your checking and savings account between different banks. If you find yourself constantly dipping into your savings you don't really need and shuffling money around all the time, this could help. By keeping your savings a bit out of reach, you'll be less tempted to splurge on a whim. To help this happen even more, shop only with your debit card. Also, try setting up some no-spend periods throughout the year. These challenges help you reset your finances, giving you a chance to take control of your spending. There are tons of ways to do it. You can experiment with no-spend days, where you commit to not spending anything on certain days of the week, or go big with a full-on no-spend week or month. The idea is to stick to only buying what you absolutely need during these times. You can also use the 24-hour rule. Give yourself at least 24 hours to mull over a purchase before actually buying it. If, after 24 hours, you decide to pass on the purchase, take the money you would have spent and set it aside in savings. Number 10, don't tie your success to what you own. Lastly, this is a common trap that many fall into, and it's a major contributor to lifestyle inflation. Some people measure their success based on material possessions. They think that if they don't have a massive wardrobe, the latest gadgets, or a fancy house, they're somehow falling short. If you find yourself caught up in this mindset, you have to do a reality check. Yes, we are looking to level up our finances, but that doesn't necessarily mean more material possessions. Building out an emergency fund, saving for retirement, and even saving for your kids' education needs are all successful money moves, even if no one else can see them. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, share it with a friend. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.